Hey everyone, so I am here to do my 36 weeks pregnancy vlog. I figure I don't know, just going to do it on my iPhone, just do something quick because I don't feel like sitting there and editing. So, anyways, I am 36 weeks pregnant today. I guess I will go over kind of how my week has been, just this past couple days. On Tuesday, I woke up, everything was fine. And on my way to bring Adriana to school, I started having contractions. I mean, I was having like a lot of pressure. I could feel that he had dropped, and I was having contractions. So had a couple, and I figured, you know what, I'm going to start timing them. So luckily, I had downloaded my contraction timer app on my phone and started timing them, and they were coming a minute. Okay, they were 2 to 3 minutes apart, and they were about a minute and 15 seconds long. A minute and 10 seconds, a minute 15. So I just kept on timing them pretty much all the way till I got home. Had to call Casey whenever I got home to come get Kaylin out of the car so he could put her in her high chair and I could feed her breakfast. And I had to pretty much continue to time contractions. So after it had been, about an hour and a half that I had from the start time of contractions, and I finally called my doctor and, asked them, what do you think that I should do? Do you think I should come in? Do you think I should wait? And she said, you know what, you need to come in. I think you're in labor. So, of course, I started getting all my hopes up. Yes, I was only 35 weeks and 5 days, but still, this baby's huge. So we finally left the house, got to the hospital about 10 o'clock. My contractions had started about 7:30. So by this time, they were still consistent with what they started out to be. Got to the hospital. They put me in triage. I had a change. They checked me. I was 1 centimeter dilated, 50% effaced. Hooked me up. Contractions were still going like they were, so they were still consistent. They hadn't stopped. Pretty much, I sat there till I don't know. Let me think. I sat there till probably about noon. Everything was still the same. They finally did some blood work, urine sample just to kind of see, and they said, they got it all back, and they said that I was dehydrated. I don't know. I don't think I was dehydrated, but anyway, so I think they were just trying to come up with something. So they hooked me up to an IV, put some fluids, did 1 bag of fluid, and it finally, I don't know, once it was completed, my contractions were still consistent. They hadn't stopped. Nothing was changed. They did another bag of fluids because she said that I was so dehydrated. Pretty much went through almost that whole entire thing, and then she checked me again to see if I had dilated anymore, and I hadn't. So, contractions still hadn't stopped. They were still going 2 to 3 minutes apart. So they were still the same. So I don't think it was dehydration because they never stopped. And she told me that if I was severely dehydrated and that's why I was having contractions, they would have slowed down or done something else. So since I hadn't dilated anymore, they sent me home. And this was at 2:30. So I had been there that whole entire time in triage. So I hadn't eaten at all. I took my Nexium in the morning for my heartburn, and I hadn't eaten at all that day. So we stopped on the way home, got something to eat. I figured, maybe I'll eat, I'll drink something, and I'll just rest, and the contractions will stop. Contractions never stopped. Contractions didn't stop until I woke up in the middle of the night. I went to bed with contractions. So I had contractions for 13 hours straight. And it was nothing. So, that was Tuesday. Today's Thursday. So yesterday I had contractions on and off all day. Pressure is really... No. Oh, John, will you pick that up and put it in the trash? What the dog has, and put it in the trash. So, contractions never stopped. They stopped, but I'm still having them on and off, and I've had them on and off today. I had my 36-week appointment today. we had a sonogram to check how big baby is. Baby is humongous. Okay, so I'm 36 weeks. Baby is already 8 pounds and 1 ounces from what they're showing and 21 inches long. So technically he is as big as my, hold on. As big as my youngest was when she was born at 38 weeks and 6 days. So, I mean, I don't even know what to say. So, she did the sonogram. She told me that. We went in. I did my blood pressure. Sat down, did my blood pressure. Oh, excuse me. And it was high. And it's always high because I have that white coat syndrome too, where I get nervous whenever I go into the hospital. To the doctor's office, hospital, whatever. So, you know, she just said, we'll check it afterwards. You know, after you do everything, we'll just recheck it again so that I have a good reading before you leave. So, went to the room. Of course, I had to undress from the waist down so she could check me and do the Group B strep test. So she came in. We went over the stuff, just pretty much saying that the baby's big. Yeah, that's about all we would do. She did the thing. I'm still 1 centimeter dilated, so I'm pretty much still the same as I was on Tuesday. Nothing has changed. Yeah. So after my appointment, I got dressed. I went back out there to do my my blood pressure reading to see if pretty much it was lower and I could get it lower. I couldn't get it lower, and it usually is lower on my second try. I just couldn't get lower. I can feel since pretty much Tuesday that my heart rate has been up. I don't know if it's just stress from, excuse me, from everything happening, and my body is just kind of just working overtime with this big baby. So anyways, yeah, that's about all that's going on. I am resting now. My doctor told me to rest this weekend, but I've got a lot of stuff to do this weekend. I still need to get my hospital bag ready. I need to get my stuff ready. Yeah. So I go back on Monday. She wanted me to go in for a sonogram on Monday and do another blood pressure check just to check on baby. So I'm not really sure what's going to come out of that. I have a regular doctor's appointment on Friday of next week. So I guess we'll just kind of see what goes on. I know they say you shouldn't go into labor before 39 weeks, you know, blah, blah. Kind of hoping that I just go into labor. He's huge. My body is working overtime. I'm just mentally and physically just worn out at this rate for how big he is. So, yeah. But that is about all that's going on. If anything happens before, I guess I'll do an update again, just a quick update on Monday after my sonogram and blood pressure check, and let y'all know what they say. I probably won't find out anything because they need to consult with my doctor. But if I don't do a short update around that time, then I will do another update on Friday at my doctor's appointment, or if something else happens in the meantime, I will let y'all know. So if y'all have any requests for any videos that y'all want me to do, let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to y'all soon. All right, bye.